Episode 110, The Heart of Integration, Why Rehab Assistants Change Everything.
Welcome to Clinicians Creating Impact, a show for physical therapists, occupational therapists, and speech-language pathologists looking to take the next step in their careers and make a real difference in the lives of their clients. If you're looking to improve the lives of neurodiverse children and families with neurological-based challenges, grow your own business, or simply show up to help clients, this is the show for you. I'm Heather Branscombe, therapist, certified coach, clinical director, and owner of Abilities Neurological Rehabilitation. I have over 25 years experience in both the public and private sectors, and I'm here to help you become the therapist you want to be, supporting people to work towards their dreams and live their best lives. You ready to dive in? Let's go.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Clinicians Creating Impact. I'm excited to start something a little bit different today. I wanted to start an ongoing series about integration, something about how we work alongside rehab assistants as therapists and clinicians at Abilities, what it looks like in real life, and why it changes everything about how we care for clients and ourselves. My hope is that as you listen through the series, whether you're already part of Abilities or simply curious about how this model works, you'll find stories and tools that you can bring in your own practice today. This series is really designed to be an opportunity to kind of open that curtain a little, to share some of the frameworks and ways of thinking that have helped shape Abilities into what it is today. Now, to be clear, this isn't about me as a person. It's about what we've actually built together as a team. The systems, values, and rhythms that have allowed us to grow into a strong, sustainable, and leading-edge company in rehabilitation. We've become known as a thought leader in this space, and it's an honor that we don't take lightly. And part of that responsibility, in my view, is to share what we've learned so that others, whether you are inside Abilities or beyond, can build with that same integrity and sustainability that we're always striving for. When I first started Abilities, more than 18 years ago, I knew one thing for sure. I didn't want to build a business by working 80 hours a week. I remember at that time, first starting out, I had 3 kids under the age of 8. I had a full life outside of work. And I also had a deep commitment to both my family and my community. I loved my clinical work and, shocker, maybe not a shocker, I still do. But I also knew that if I tried to do everything myself, it really wouldn't last. It wouldn't last for myself and it wouldn't last for my clients. So right from the beginning, I started to build Abilities with the idea that I wouldn't do it alone. I wanted to use rehabilitation assistants not as just extra hands, but really as that extension of care. People that could help clients make progress between sessions and help me focus on the work that only I could do. Looking back, I think I actually understood instinctively what I now can name clearly. And that's that sustainability isn't a compromise. It is actually what allows great care to continue. So that belief that great care is a team sport is still the heartbeat of Abilities today. Our rehabilitation assistant model really grew out of that conviction. At its core, it's about creating a system where everyone is supported. So that means clients, clinicians, and the team behind the scenes. When clinicians have the right kind of support, they can focus on the work that truly needs their expertise. And when clients have more consistency and follow through, they make faster, steadier progress overall. This isn't about squeezing in more appointments or chasing numbers. It's about stewardship. It's about honoring people's capacity so that quality and energy stay high for the long term. So I believe that integration means collaboration with clarity. not delegation by default. So it lets us combine three vital things. First, consistency for clients, that there is the opportunity to have more repetition and relationship continuity. Secondly, there is more capacity for clinicians, and that allows the space to focus on deeper planning and mentorship. Third is the integrity for the organization, and that's growth that never compromises care. So I'm proud to say that it's a model where everyone wins: clients, clinicians, and abilities as an organization as a whole. I used to believe that all things being equal, clients would naturally prefer to see a therapist rather than an assistant. And yes, I can say now sometimes that is true. But what I've actually learned over the years is that it's the relationship, not the title, not the letters behind our name, is what matters most. When that relationship is strong, when care feels consistent and connected, clients don't focus on the letters behind the name. They focus on how they feel. Hopefully, that is feeling seen, supported, and successful. A well-trained, well-supervised rehabilitation assistant can model and carry that relationship beautifully. I've seen that. And when that foundation is in place, it becomes a rhythm where clients feel more supported and clinicians have the space to stay focused on what they do best. So rehab assistants aren't replacements. They're actually extensions of a relationship. And integration doesn't dilute care, it actually multiplies it. Our rehab assistant model connects to a bigger vision, and that vision includes scaling impact without scaling exhaustion. For rehabilitation assistants, it's a chance to expand their impact and, if it's aligned, to explore what their next professional steps could be, even graduate level training for that next step of clinicianship down the road. For clinicians, it's about increasing impact sustainably across families, and yes, improving their compensation as well. We don't always talk about that, especially in this field, but it is important. It reflects the values that we bring to our clients and to our community. And for those who want to grow their leadership and management skills, learning to integrate rehabilitation assistants through this framework becomes the bridge. It becomes a way to discover what truly excites you about your career and to build from there. And that's what we mean when we say we're scaling impact with integrity. We're not here to push harder. We're here to build better. So I invite you today, no matter where you're at, to look at where integration could actually make your work lighter and more impactful. Where are the opportunities right now, no matter where you work, to empower yourself and those you work with to create more impact together? Maybe it's one client, one process, or one way you could lean on support a little more. And if you're listening from the outside and maybe thinking, this kind of sounds like the place I've been looking for, of course I'd love to talk to you. Reach out. Let's have a conversation about what's working at Abilities and what that could look like for you. Because whether you work inside our walls or not, the heart of this work is the same. We build better when we build together. If you're curious where to start, how to even begin to use rehabilitation assistance in your own practice, you'll actually want to listen to our next episode. We're going to talk about the backbone of integration, about how clear roles and mutual respect turn a team into a rhythm. With that, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for joining me this week on the Clinicians Creating Impact podcast. Want to learn more about the work I'm doing with Abilities Rehabilitation? Head on over to abilitiesrehabilitation.com. See you next week.